start on our backs. Hands behind the knee. Kick the heel up to the ceiling, nice and easy. Looking for a stretch in the back of the leg. You do 10 on each side. After that, arms spread out wide, and you can either bring your knee to your opposite elbow or bring your foot over to your opposite hand. 5 to each side. And you can flip on your stomach. Hands below the shoulders. Lift the chest. Keep the hips and the low back relaxed. And move as far as you're comfortable. We're going to do 10. After 10, we're going to fall into child's pose. Your butt to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Couple deep breaths, and then walk your hands over to one side. Couple deep breaths there, and then walk your hands over to the other side. Now onto the hands and knees, tabletop position. We'll do cat-cow. So cow, we're sticking our butt out, lifting the chest, eyes forward. Cat, arch the back up, tuck your tail, relax your head. Ten in each direction. All right, after those, stay in your tabletop position. Kick your foot back, bring your knee up towards your elbow, and then have it roll around. Do 5 circles in one direction. And then after 5, change directions. So you bring the knee up to the elbow and then kick back. And switch legs after you've done 5 in each direction. can make our way up onto our feet after that. Spread them out as wide as they go, comfortably. Arms up way overhead. Reach, get long, hands together. Side bend to one side, then to the other side. Don't just collapse to your side, get long and reach. About 5 to each side. Then you can cross your arms across your chest and turn your shoulders, trying to get a full turn. All right, should be loosened up. So small group, this will go pretty quick. It'll probably be about 20 minutes of working out. And then we'll do 10 minutes or so after of stretching and stuff. So the first two we have, the first two exercises, we have split squats, which is squatting in a lunge position. And then we're gonna do side plank. So I'll demonstrate those first, and then we'll all go through them together. Okay, split squat, you take a step back, comfortable step back, and then you just drop your hips straight down. So you can use your chair for balance if you need. And I'll show you from this angle. Step back, and I'm dropping my hips straight down. You can tap your knee or just go down as low as you're comfortable. So that's an option. Those are pretty hard in and of themselves, but if you want to make it harder, you can put your foot up on a chair, the top of the foot, and go through like that. So that's your first option. We're going to do 15 on each leg. So you end up doing 30 reps. Your quads are going to really feel it. Then we're doing 30 seconds of a side plank. So there's two options. From the knees, like this, or from the feet, like that. And I'll show you in this angle. If you're going from your knees, bend your feet back. Your body's in a straight line from the back of your head through your tailbone. Same from the feet. Like so. I'm going to do a 30-second count and then switch to the other side. If you want, you can add in a leg raise. All right. If you're doing the leg raise, just do 15 leg raises. So we'll start with those. So we got split squats. We're doing 15 on each leg. Have something nearby for balance. And then we're doing side plank for a 30 count. That looks good, Laura. So we're going to alternate between those two for 3 rounds. So really upright with your torso and just dropping your hips straight down. Yeah, first set, I'm already feeling my quads. So this is a good one. All right, after you've hit 15 on both legs, then we go into the side plank side bridge. Got the option. It's either a 30-second hold if you aren't moving the leg or 15 leg raises. You can go from your knees or from your feet. You can do those leg raises from the feet too. These planks are all about breathing as well, holding tension through the core. Fill your abdomen with breath. Get your shoulder away from your ear. Don't let your shoulder collapse towards your ear. Push that arm down through the floor, really strong. Once you finish your planks, you're going right back into the split squats. You got 15 each leg. Have water if you need it. That's good, Rich. Rich is doing a variation. He's doing step back lunges. The elbow should be right below your shoulder in that plank. Really strong through that arm. Keep your spine and your hips in a straight line. Looking pretty good. All right. We should be heading towards our third set now. That front foot, as you go down, should be staying over your foot. That front knee should be staying over the foot. Don't let it turn in. Don't let it go out too far. Feeling it in the quads. Shake it out afterwards. Got a last set of planks after that. These planks are great for the obliques, great for your core. Good to incorporate into your routine, keeping your back strong, keeping your spine healthy. Looks good, Rich. All right, so that was our first set. A couple more sets coming up. We're gonna work the glutes with bridges next, and then you're gonna flip around and do a front plank. There'll be a couple options for that one. I'll demonstrate the bridge first. We've done these a few times. Great exercise for the low back and for the knees as well. So if you're gonna do both feet, you're gonna do 20 bridges like this. Squeezing the glutes, feet are about hip width apart. You could try one leg, just center the foot. You can hold one knee up to your chest or just keep it there and then driving up with one foot, okay? So this you should feel mainly in the glutes. Your hamstring's gonna work as well. With the one leg, we're gonna do 10 reps at a time and then switch legs. If you're doing both legs, you'll do 20. After that, you just flip. These aren't gonna be planks that you hold. We're just gonna be going up and down with the knees. So you start from your knees. My hips are gonna stay right where they are. And I just extend my feet up, or my knees up. So I go from my knees to my toes. My torso and my hips don't move. Just my knees are moving. So I'm squeezing my quads, extending my knees. We're gonna do, I would give you a range with this on 10 to 20 reps before you switch. So if you hit 10 of those and you're toast, that's fine. Then you can move on to your bridge. So we've got 20 bridges, 10 to 20 knee lifts in plank. So we can start with the bridge. Single leg bridge, you can do 10 reps on each leg. Make sure you're feeling this in the glute. You shouldn't really feel it in the low back. You might a little, and that's okay, but I want the glute to be the main mover. So the plank, elbows below the shoulders, starting from the knees, and then raise your knees up. Keep your hips down, keep your hips low. Laura, that looks good. and 10 to 20 reps for the plank. Try to get into that range. If you've hit 10 in your toes, that's fine. Rich, try to keep your hips low when you pull the knees up. Back around to the bridges after the planks, either 20 bridges with feet together, or if you're doing 1 foot, 10 each foot. You can play around with your foot position too, whatever's comfortable. Try to bring your heels close to your butt. Gonna make it a little harder. So the hips really shouldn't move much with the plank, just the knees. So try to keep the hips low, but don't cave in through your low back. Should be solid through the front of your core. That's where you should feel this. You should feel your shoulders working to hold yourself up. You should feel the front abdomen wall. And then your quads, because you're straightening the knees out, you're working the quads too. Third set here. Looking good, looking good. Finish the setup strong. Grab some water once you finish your third set. You've got 3 exercises to finish. So we've hit quads so far with the split squats. We just hit glutes with the bridges. We're gonna tap into the quads a little bit more and then hit the abs a little bit for a finish. I think working out on the floor too is important as you get older. People struggle getting up off the floor as they get old. 70s, 80s, people haven't been on the floor in a long time. So it's good regular practice to work out on the floor, getting up and off the floor. Laura, no shoulders in the next three, so you'll get a break. All right. So we're going to do a wall sit for a count of 30, and then 2 ab exercises to finish here. So this will go pretty fast. I'll demonstrate the wall sit first, and I'll show you some ways you can challenge yourself. And then we have 2 ab exercises on our back. So you've got your wall, sink down below, try to get your thighs parallel to the ground. You can hold here. If you want to challenge yourself, grab something of weight. I don't know, you can grab your chair if you want. This is if you want to challenge your shoulders. But down here, and then hold the chair out as well. So we're holding for a count of 30. Obviously, you don't have to hold the chair, but just another way to make it a little more challenging. So a 30 count on the wall sit. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be. And here, 2 ab exercises. We're going to do 15 reps of each. So knees bent, arms straight up, reach for the ceiling, and then lower back down. So it's just a mini crunch. I'm just getting my shoulder blades up off the ground. Straight up, 15 reps there. And then we're going to do penguins. In this same position, get your shoulders up off the ground, and you're tapping each heel, going side to side. Every time we go to 1 rep, one side, go back, that's 1 rep. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 15. And then we'll go back to the wall sit. So you've got wall sit for 30 seconds, a 30 count, and then 15 of each of those ab exercises. Nice, Rich. Find some open wall space. Kind of hard to find. You do 1 leg 2. If you want to challenge yourself, I'll pass. I'll do the regular. Shoot for all 30 seconds. Give yourself a break if you need. If your neck is uncomfortable with these, it kind of helps to look at your knees with your eyes, but make sure the hands are traveling up towards the ceiling. So hands go straight up. Peeking at your knees with your eyes is a good way to go about holding the head in a good position. The penguins or the heel taps, 15 on each side. Keep your shoulder blades up. Rich, bend your knees up, feet flat, same position. Yep. Straight arms. Take a peek at me. So right hand touches the right heel, left hand touches the left heel. Yeah, that's better. Trying to keep the shoulder blades up. Very nice. 15 on each heel. Back to the wall sit. Feet are flat for the wall sit. You should have balanced weight from the ball of the foot to the heel. Your toes should be digging into the ground, holding on. Muscles should be tremoring. Straight up to the ceiling with those hands. Looking good. So 15 is the goal. If you get to 10, you've had enough. It's fine to stop there. Penguins, right hand touches right heel. Take breaks if you need to as well. Final round, third set. Finish strong here. Once you finish, grab some water and we'll stretch afterwards. All right, we'll start with butterfly stretch. So feet together. Get upright, tall chest. Breathing easy, nice deep breaths. Time to cool down now. A lot of core work today. It was good. Shoulders got worked, quads got worked. Legs might be sore tomorrow. Just let those knees fall down towards the floor. All right, now take one foot glued onto your inner thigh, and then you're reaching for your foot or your shin or your knee. Go with both hands. So you're going to feel the stretch from the low back, the side that you're leaning away from. It's QL, it's a hard muscle to stretch. Your breath should fill in that side that you're stretching. Go ahead and switch sides. Bring your foot towards your inner thigh as far as you comfortably can. Deep breaths, fill in that side you're stretching. Breathe into the tightness. Come on up out of there, and then you're going to go whatever side was tighter, just do another set on. For me, it's my left, always tighter. Come on up out of there. You can grab something to cushion the knee, and we'll do the hip flexor stretch. So we have to tuck your tail, tuck your pelvis underneath you first. Squeeze your glute, then lean forward for a stretch in the front of the hip. Don't lose the glute squeeze. Hold tight. Go about 30 seconds. We'll do 2 on each side. Good. Ease your way out of there. Switch sides. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the tail. Then inch forward. So you get some pulling in the front of the hip, maybe into the thigh a little bit. Switch sides. Back to the right leg or whatever leg you started with. Still breathing deep. I want you to feel like you're breathing into the tension. Last one. All right, last stretch we can do that outer hip stretch, piriformis. There's a couple ways to go about it. You can pull to the opposite shoulder, or you can grab your thigh, pull to the chest. Whatever one's comfortable to you. You can either pull to the opposite shoulder, push the knee away, or pull that thigh. Whatever you feel the most tension with. And breathe into the outer hip. We're going to do 30 seconds. And switch sides. If anyone's had sciatica before, or pain in the going down the leg, sometimes piriformis is help with a stretch. Sometimes it can make it worse though, so you gotta listen to your body. One more time on each side, switch. Last one. All right. 43 minutes. That's pretty good. Quick in-home workout. Hit all major muscle groups. Hit the core. Good work, everyone. It's a good way to start your Sunday.
Thank you, Jeff. Again, incredible work here.
Yeah, good work.
And I think just so everyone is aware, we'll probably start transitioning these to every other week or possibly once a month. And so stay tuned on emails about that, but definitely not next week as we'll try to transition. So it's up to each person to go onto the website and watch one of the videos or do something else that is active.
Yeah, I think there's 5 or 6 at this point.
Yep.
I mean, there's only so much you can do with floor space in a chair. So a lot of the exercises tend to overlap, but they're all, it's just about putting the time in and doing things for your body. And, there's no real secret to exercising. It's just stressing your body enough to create a positive response. So.
Yeah, I don't know about everyone else, but last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was thankfully cursing you as my legs were having a hard time going up and down the stairs. But I was reminded of this class for a couple of days.
And when you're sore like that, you can run through the stretches that we do at the end. That's a good way to manage some of your muscle soreness after. So stay hydrated too. Drink a lot of water. Incorporate some protein in your diet. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day, everyone. It's a beautiful day out there.
Good seeing everyone. Take care.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Carol.